putting a lockbox on a property that we just closed on is going to be a rental for us, I'm going to give you three things to look out for when doing a rent to own. The first thing you should pay attention to is the structure of the agreement. You have a rent to own and then you have a lease option. Most people do a rent to own thinking it's a lease option. A rent to own actually means you pay X amount of payments until the overall balance is paid. So example, you pay $100 a month until $100,000 is paid off, which gives you no real ownership. And the first time you miss, they can take that big down payment they wanted, right, and kick you out. A lease option, you have a vested interest to buy the property, which means when it's time to kick you out, it's a little tougher to do it because you're on the deed with them. The second thing to pay close attention to is people who are saying they don't care about credit. If you got crappy credit and they approve you to do a rent to own, the likelihood of you actually exercising it in their mind is never. Their intent is to get you in, take your big down payment, and the moment you miss, kick you out. See, in the lease option, people want you to have decent credit so that way you can exercise your right to purchase, because that's really how they make their money. And number 3 is going to be location, location, location. If you're going to do a rent to own and it is, structured right, everything looks good, you want to make sure you're making a sound investment, because most rent to owns, you're going to pay a lot of payments before it actually is yours. You want to buy in the area or look in the area where you have future appreciation, right? You're making a wiser investment. When you make that big down payment, it's not going into a crappy neighborhood that may not appreciate, and you're stuck in this house with no money in equity and no money in the bank.